Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Now a toss play. This is Scarborough. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Here
we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
This is Scarborough. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Osweiler on 1st down. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Scarborough. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. 3-19! 3-19!
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9.
Here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Osweiler. Being chased out left. And some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
From the gun, it's Osweiler. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
First down. Here's Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Steamer! Hey, 4 down. The hard! 180! 300!
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. Taken in at the 22. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Osweiler. And incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Osweiler. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Now Sims. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down.
50. Lynn, 50. Lynn, 50. 59, Mike. 59, Mike. Check. 59.
Third and short yardage. Cousins. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Sims. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now they run with Sims. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Cousins. And Matthews has it right side. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run here with Sims. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
50, here we go.
58, boy, 58, 58, Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Rhino!
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
The Bills send the punter out. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be... Dolphin football.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
They'll start the drive with a give to Walton. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Osweiler on 2nd down. On the left side, this is Stills. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stopped short of the 30. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 3rd down, it's Walton. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. Brought in over the middle by Grant. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Osweiler. It's complete. Stills. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treat it as such.
Two seconds to go, first quarter.
Gone, 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 gone. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Second and 10, it's Osweiler again. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Detroit, Detroit.
There's Scarborough on the toss. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On second down, here's Osweiler. Dancing to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, 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 gone.
Now Osweiler on first down. And Stills bringing it in. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue landed! Blue landed!
They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Bo Scarborough, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And here come the Bills. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Black, black.
4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this 1st half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, boys, got 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Detroit! Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Drive starts on the ground. It's Walton. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Hot!
Throwing, Osweiler. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll have the 1st down as he's up to about the 18. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Osweiler now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10.
Here we go now! Green 39! Green 39! All right now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Throwing now, Osweiler on 1st down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. John Timu coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
From the gun, it's Osweiler. It's complete to Golden Tate. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Gone! 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 All right now, lucky 56! 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Osweiler. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
No. Check.
They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On first down, Osweiler. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue lining.
2nd and 10 now. Osweiler. Can't find anyone, and down he goes. Osweiler sacked.
Well, no takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Osweiler. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
They'll throw on 1st down with Osweiler. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch him now, Barney. All right, here we go. Blue lining.
On 2nd down, Osweiler. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Tate. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Osweiler now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Set. 3-19.
To throw is Osweiler. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Again, Osweiler. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The Dolphins on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Black. The hut. 180. List 50.
Here we go.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. And his throw is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll make it 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
First throw now for the backup Allen. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Charles Harris in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll return it from the 6. He belted that thing, a leg of steel, and an even 70 yards on the punt that time. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They'll start things on first down with Bo Scarborough. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Lucky 56. Now let's go. 319. 319.
Now Osweiler on 2nd down. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Osweiler. On the left side, this is Stills. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Detroit! Detroit!
They run. This is Scarborough. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
It's Scarborough again. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Now it's Osweiler. And Tate's got it. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They find some open field here. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
A handoff to start the drive to Sims. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Black.
Second down, Cousins. His throw incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Third down here.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
Split 50. 58, right over there. Black.
On third down, Cousins. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. 3-19.
And they'll go on the ground. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now Walton. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Osweiler to throw. Incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Osweiler. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Sanders' kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4.
All right, here we go.
a first chance for the backup here to throw. Over the middle and caught by the tight end, Clay. And he's got this down to the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down throw for Cousins. Throw left side complete. It's Bird. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He gets it to Thomas. Thomas barreling ahead, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. His tight end Clay, the intended receiver, thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Over!
The drive starts on the ground with Scarborough. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Magoo back to throw. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They'll run with Walton, and he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
57. Mike, 57.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw it with Osweiler. Can't find anyone, and down he goes. Osweiler sacked. Matt Milano, tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. It sets him back for 2nd down.
You got 3. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Yellow, yellow. Reach in there. Yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow. Rhino, Rhino.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Now Cousins. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. Then he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here. They can go ahead and do it.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They run again with Walton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
All right, here we go. 319. 319. Hot.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent, and how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for the Dolphins, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the calendar changed October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
you.